All right, problem number 24 of the practice skills test number 8. We might be able to do 24 and 25 in this video. That would be great. All right, our unknown is up there in the exponent. We're going to need logs, but we need this to be in exponent form first, which means this minus 7 has to be moved to the other side. So we do a quick add 7 to both sides to get this in a very traditional exponent form. Now, I'm going to write this in logarithm form. I'm going to tell you how I was taught, and it's very unconventional. See if this makes sense to you. Otherwise, I'll go back to the actual definition. So I'm writing this in logarithm form. The thing that has the exponent is the base down here. Remember, exponent is Guy's solo ride. That's what logs were invented for, to solve for exponents, which means the 12 has to go here. So we learned shortcuts when I was younger, that when you have something in logarithm form and both of these positions are numbers and there's no letters in here, you could go right to your calculator and hit log of whatever's in this position here. So it's the 12, log of 12 divided by log of 1.5. So that's what we were taught, which is unconventional, but it does get to the answer quicker, because that's what I'm going to go punch on my calculator. Let's see if I can see this on my calculator. Kind of blurry, sorry. Log 12. Make sure you close it. That left or that right parenthesis, very crucial. Divided by log of 1.5. And it does say round to the nearest hundredths, so 6.12, but there's an 8, so 6.13. That would be your answer to A. Okay, on B, remember, if you're ever staring at this and you're going, man, I don't know what to do. If you're ever looking at a log or you're looking at exponent, and like, I'm stuck. I don't know what to write. Always write it in the other form just to see if something triggers it and the light bulb pops on. You're like, oh, that's what it is. So I'm going to write 2 to the 5th power. 2 to the 5th power is equal to that stuff there. That's the 7x minus 4. And if you look at the equation we wrote, the unknown's not even up in the exponent. There's your unknown. We can solve this guy, no problem. First of all, 2 to the 5th power is 32. So this just becomes a two-step algebra problem. Add 4 to both sides, and then divide by 7. And now traditionally, we would do 36 over 7 as our answer. But we got these directions we have to worry about. So I'm just going to head to my calculator and punch a quick little 36 divided by 7 to get 5.14. And then there's a 2, so we're going to leave it 5.14. All right, C. All right, we got a couple things we got to get rid of. We want 4.5 to the x power to be by himself. So this minus 12 has to be moved over there. That's going to turn that 40 into a 52 when you add 12 to both sides. And then we get to divide by 9. Now, what's important here is 52 divided by 9 is a cruddy number. It's a decimal that probably goes for a long ways. Maybe a bunch of 3s, maybe a bunch of 6s. Let's see what we got. 52 divided by 9. Oh, a bunch of 7s. See that? 52 divided by 9. So 5.77. So you don't want to write that decimal. I don't want that there. I need the exact decimal to be used. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's keep going now. What I'm supposed to do right now is write log in front of both sides. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So we're going to apply log to both sides of the equation. And see, I'm not doing the way that I told you 2 problems ago that I was taught. So we apply log to both sides of these. Law number 3 of the log is a property here, tells you to take this x and move it to the front. So when we move the x to the front, we're going to get something we can solve much easier. You notice I still haven't punched the decimal for that guy because I don't want you to use it. To get this x by itself, you would divide by log 4.5. It is just a number, so divide both sides by log of 4.5. This is gone, and this is what we punch in our calculator. And this is what we'd end up punching on your calculator. If we would have wrote this in logarithm form, we would have punched the same thing. However, let's talk about how careful you need to be here. You'll notice I had already typed 52 divided by 9. So I could hit log of that answer. I'm going to hit previous answer. See, that's 52 divided by 9. Or I could have typed 52 divided by 9 right in there if I wanted to. But you don't want to type 5.78. Don't type 5.78. Don't type a rounded decimal in here. We don't round until the very end, so don't round during the problem. Divided by, and what was it, log of 4.5. Log 4.5. 1.17. 1.17. Okay. Let's see. Let's head to the number 25. I think we've got time. 25, raising to the reciprocal problem. So we want to get this x by itself. Let's move the 72 to the other side by dividing 77 divided by 72, which is also a cruddy decimal. And then to get rid of this 4/9, we raise both sides to the reciprocal of it, so 9/4. When you raise 4/9 to the 9/4 power, it cancels it. So we have to punch this side here to the 9/4 power, the reciprocal of that guy. So I'm going to go to my calculator, not have any rounding error here, I hope. 77 divided by 72. Here's that cruddy decimal I told you it was. And that we need to raise to the 9/4 power. Cool thing on this calculator, if I hit the to the button, it'll grab this previous answer, do it for me, which is kind of nice. I need parentheses on this older calculator for my 9/4. So 9 divided by 4 to tell it that's what goes up in the exponent. Parentheses are crucial on this older calculator. 1.16. All right, E, which should have been B. Uh-oh, I don't know what to do. I'm staring at a log problem, but I'm stuck. Remember, rewrite it. So 2x minus 1 is the thing that has the exponent. 3/2 is the exponent, 3/2. And 10 is what it's equal to. Now, does this look like something we could solve? It's a little trickier, but you'll notice the unknown isn't up in the exponent. So this doesn't need logs to solve it. First, let's get rid of this 3/2 power. So to get rid of the 3/2 power, I have to raise both sides to the reciprocal, which is 2/3. So I'm going to go to my calculator and punch 10 to the 2/3 power. Close it. So there's a cruddy decimal. And now I have 2x minus 1 equal to that, 4.64. But don't hit clear on your calculator. You keep that decimal on there because we have to do more work still. Okay. So what is that more work? We've got to move this 1. So I've got to add 1 to that answer, plus 1. And then I have to divide by 2 on the last step. There's where we round that answer. That says 2.82. 2.82. All right. And then finally F here on 25. Let's move the 8 to the other side. That's going to give me 83 when you subtract it. And then we're going to divide by 12. Divide by 12. And this guy is x to the 6/7 power. Okay. So to get rid of the 6/7, I'm going to raise both sides to the 7/6 power. So 83 divided by 12 to the 7/6 power is what I'm going to punch on my calculator, and this is gone. Don't use any decimals until the very end here. So 83 divided by 12 raised to the 7/6 power. To the parentheses 7 divided by 6 power. 9.55. 9.55. Okay. All right, I'll do one more video for 26, and then my homework is concluded.